Hey, it's Josie with Affirmation Pod, where you get soothing affirmations to help you take care of your stress levels and your mental health. Welcome to new listeners. Welcome back to returning listeners. I'm still getting messages of gratitude for episode 364, coming back to self-love. Some of you have been really specific with saying that coming back to self-love means working on the inner critic and the voice inside that puts you down and mentally beats you up. So today's episode is coming back to self-compassion. If you missed the episode, coming back to self-love, it's episode 364, and it's in the show notes of this episode. All the episodes of Affirmation Pod have a sister episode listed in the show notes, as well as some related episodes that is there to help you so that you don't need to scroll and scroll to find what you need. I will also have more to say in the future with helping you find episodes far more easily. Be sure you're following Affirmation Pod so that you'll hear about the announcements when they come out. I'm grateful I can create this episode for you and that it is free for you to listen anytime you need it. Special thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this episode today. HelloFresh brings fresh, pre-portioned ingredients to help you get dinner on the table without going to the grocery store. And all the packaging HelloFresh uses is made almost entirely from recyclable or already recycled content. HelloFresh is super flexible. You can change your delivery days or your food preferences anytime. One of our favorites is coming up. It's the Juicy Lucy burgers. They don't have it as a Hall of Fame recipe, but in our house, we would give it that title. I love that HelloFresh is the first carbon neutral meal kit, offsetting 100% of carbon emissions. That means their carbon footprint is 25% lower than store-bought, grocery-made meals. HelloFresh also gives back. They donated over 4 million meals last year and are stepping that up even more in 2021. As an Affirmation Pod listener, they have a special offer for you. Go to hellofresh.com/affirmation14 and use code affirmation14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. Come see and taste why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit by going to hellofresh.com/affirmation14 and use code affirmation14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this episode today. And now here's affirmations for coming back to self-compassion. I'm seeing and recognizing that I've been pretty critical with myself. I've said some really mean things in my head. I've been harsh about my choices and my behavior. I cringe at how I've treated myself. But here and now, I come back to self-compassion. I come back to speaking kindness to myself. I come back to speaking with positivity to myself. And I remember we all mess up sometimes. We all get off track sometimes. I'm now back to the warm, caring voice of love. I'm now back to being a friend to myself. I'm now back to loving and accepting myself fully. I am reconnecting with myself now. I'm more and more at home with self-compassion. I choose loving messages for myself. I am warm and accepting of my choices and behavior. I have a loving relationship with myself. My self-talk shows that I have a loving relationship with myself. I speak with self-compassion. I live in self-compassion. I think with self-compassion. I'm back to the compassionate voice in my head. I'm back to the sweet, loving voice in my head. I'm back to the kind, caring voice in my head. I'm coming back to self-compassion. I'm again living in self-compassion. And I am thriving with self-compassion. That is my gift for you today. Again, this episode is in the self-care category of the Affirmation Pod app. The app is free on the Apple and Google Play app stores. If you want to unlock the premium content, which is ad and announcement free, that's available for premium access members. And premium access members also get bonus episodes. There's over 60 of them now that you won't find on this podcast. There's also bonus playlists. Find out more or to join by going to affirmationpod.com/join. That's affirmationpod.com/join. And don't forget, HelloFresh's special offer helps you save time and money by doing the grocery shopping and meal planning for you. Go to hellofresh.com/affirmation14 and use code affirmation14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. The link is in the show notes of this episode, and when you use it, you're also helping support me to bring more episodes like this one to you. Again, it's hellofresh.com/affirmation14 and use code affirmation14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this episode today. And thank you to you for listening to Affirmation Pod. Let's continue to live in and think with self-compassion. Now go be you, know you, and love you. This is Josie with Affirmation Pod. Bye for now.